What's going on, Outlet Bait and Tackle? I just got your newest box. This is the March 2021 Outlet Bait and Tackle Premier Secret Bait Box. But I have some questions. Stand by. We're going to look inside this box, and then I'm going to share with you some of those questions, and maybe together we can figure out the answers.
Get familiar.
Turn around. Welcome back to No Redemption Outdoors, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me again today here in the cave. And we have a special guest, as you can see, Tyler. Tyler has been on the channel a couple of different times, but today he decided that he wanted to join us again, and he wasn't going to take no for an answer, so I just decided to give in. So Tyler's going to go along for the ride today. And as I mentioned in the intro, we are going to be looking at the March 2021 edition of Outlet Bait and Tackle Secret Bait Box. This is the premier edition, as I mentioned. Now, before I get started, I'm going to direct your attention to the link above, not to Tyler, but to the link. And that is our 3-minute grab bag giveaway. We do that every Saturday morning. I reach into a giant duffel bag that I have filled with baits. I draw one out and then we give it away. Matter of fact, right here I have this week's featured bait. This is the Lunkerhunt walking frog. And this Saturday we're going to give it away, so make sure you get over there and check that out. I'm going to put this back up here where we will put the featured bait each week from now on. But it's really, really simple. All you got to do is subscribe and then comment in the video. You can even comment more than once. And then come back Saturday morning at 9 a.m. and see if you are the winner. All right, let's get started. And we're going to try something new. I think we're going to incorporate a new segment. And basically what we're going to do is, for those of you who are not interested in a very in-depth analysis of what's in the box and etc., the first segment will be about a 1-minute quick look at what's in the box. We won't open it up. We won't go into a great deal of detail. But this is for you folks who just want to see quickly what's in the box. And then we will roll into our normal breakdown of each and every bait. And then at the end, the value analysis. So I'm going to insert this first little segment. I would love your feedback. What do you guys think? Of course, I'll timestamp everything so that if you want to jump around, just hit the timestamp. You can feel free to do so. But for those who don't want to stick around all the way through, and I can be a little verbose, let's be honest, this is a, maybe this will get you, the first minute or so, the information that you're looking for, and then you can be off, get on the boat, and start fishing. So, let's get started, and like always, I will give you the first look at what's in the box. All right, first thing up, we have some beef jerky, Lunker Jacks, garlic pepper beef jerky. Next, we have a Vexan Deep Thud series. This is the Phat Boy. This happens to be in Old School is the color. All right. Next, we have Lunker City Grubster. This is Blue Halo in color, 2.75 inches, and this is a 10-pack. All right. Next, we have Mission Tackle Buzzbait. This is 3/8 ounce. The color on this is chartreuse white. All right. So that's Mission Tackle Buzzbait. Next, we have a Lunkerhunt Bento baits. I like these very much. This happens to be Sassy Shad in color. These are 3-inch, and there are 6 in this package, so it's a 6-pack. Lunkerhunt Bento baits. Next, we have the Powerbait. This is the Beaten Paddle Frog. This is a 3.9 inch. It's a 5 count. The color on this is, what do we call the color? Well, it looks like I honestly don't know what color they're calling that, but that's looks like a black and blue, basically. All right. Then we have some VMC Weedless Neko hooks. All right, and that's a 5-pack, 2-aught. And then the last item in the box, a little Rapala. This is a CD5. This is a sinking from the Countdown series. All right. So that's everything that's in the box. And now with that, we're going to roll into our detailed look at each and every bait. And like always, I have my notes, so I'm going to go in order of the notes. And so the first thing we're going to take a look at is that Vexan Phat Boy. All right. So, as I mentioned, this is a 1/2 ounce. It dives to 4 feet. Has a, let me go ahead and open it up. It has what they call a deep thud rattle chamber. As you can see, this is a square bill. Alright, there you go. Let's take a look at it. The hooks are Vexan brand hooks, number 4. Black nickel, I should say. Black chrome nickel, my apologies. So they're black chrome nickel Vexan hooks. I will tell you, they're not that sticky. Not at all. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to switch these hooks out. But it does have the split ring. And the color is kind of, it's kind of nice. I mean, I don't think this is a high premium bait, I'll be honest with you. But there you have it. That's the Vexan Phat Boy. That's going for $7.99. All right. Next, we have the Mission Tackle Buzzbait right here on top. As I mentioned, this is chartreuse and white. Now, this happens to be, I think, a new company. I went to their website and I checked it out. Let me get this open. I have to tell you, I'm not impressed, ladies and gentlemen. There is next to no information about this bait. Almost zero information about this bait on their website. And it leads me to one conclusion, that this is Chinese, maybe off-the-shelf, generic stuff that they put their own packaging on. I'm sorry, if they want us to have a higher opinion of it, then they really need to provide more information on their website and more credibility. I couldn't even buy this, by the way, on Outlet Bait and Tackle's website, on their store. They don't even offer it in their store. It was only in this box. One of my questions that I referenced at the beginning. At any rate, there's not much to be said about this, other than they did say it has a silicone skirt, which I couldn't figure out without that information. So thankfully they put that out there. And there you have it. That's the Mission Tackle Buzzbait, going for $3.49. All right. Next, we're going to take a look at that little Rapala. This is the CD5 from the Countdown series. This is a sinking little jerkbait. Let's go ahead and open it up. Oops, I cracked it. These things can be a challenge to open. I'm going to get my knife. Kudos to Rapala for their packaging. There we go. Hopefully that got her. Try to get her without getting myself. Alright. There we go. Alright. This is a balsa. Really small little jerkbait. It's 2 inches. 3/16 ounce. The color is gold. Okay. I would say gold and black. This is very, very, I mean, quintessential Rapala, whatever, Rapala. It's quintessential. Been fishing these since I was a little kid. I love them. It's got VMC black nickel hooks, round bend hooks, and claims to be hand tuned, so that when you take it out of the box, it runs true. I'm a big fan of Rapala. Always have been, always will be. So that's the Rapala Countdown CD5, $7.13. All right. Next up, we have the Powerbait Beaten Paddle Frog. And this is a 5 count. As I mentioned, I couldn't quite identify the color, but let's go ahead and open it up and take a look. These are 3.9 inches. And they talk, and we'll see here in a second if I can get one out. My, oh my. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Let me give you a look of it here. Whoa, that's typical Powerbait. Forgot about that. You smell that, Tyler? What do you think? Okay, I get it. I get it. It does not smell nice. Let's make this quick. It's got painted yellow eyes. I don't know if it's painted, but they're yellow eyes. It's, what does it say? What do we want to tell you? It's got what they call a perpendicular... Boy, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this to you. I don't even know if I can find it. But they refer to it as a perpendicular hook point keeper, which allows you to use either a single hook or what they recommend, a double frog hook. And so what I will do is I will hook this up as with a double frog hook. But there's somehow or another there is some aspect of this that they call, you know, the perpendicular hook point keeper that allows you to use either one of those hooks. So it's not self-evident, let me just say. But that is the Powerbait. Boy, I got to put that back in there and seal that back up. Oh my. The last point I wanted to make is that it is infused with the patented Powerbait scent. That was the last item on my list. Future reference, I'm going to put that first. And that will caution me not to open the package again. That's the... Oh man, Powerbait Beaten Paddle Frog. You cannot appreciate the smell in this room right now. Right? Smell it? Yeah. $5.99 on that. See, that's what you get. That's what you get, Tyler. You want it in here so bad. All right, carrying on. Lunker City. Grubster. This is blue halo color, 2.75 inches. Let's get one out. Very oily. It's got fully ribbed body for your pleasure. It's great for jigging any sort of a rig. But one that intrigues me is maybe using it on an A-rig, and they actually recommend that. I think this would be very interesting to use on an A-rig. Get several of those going. All right, so that is the Lunker City Grubster 2.75 inch, and it's going for $3.99, and that's a 10-pack. Okay. Next up, Lunkerhunt Bento baits. This is a, what, 6-pack? It's still in my hands, Tyler. 3-inch, 6-pack. Let's get one out. Alright, these are really cool on a drop shot. The split tail gives a little bit of extra action in a current, which again is ideal for a drop shot application. Although you could put that on a jig and kind of do this kind of vertical profile. It's got a holographic core, and it has one interesting feature that caught my attention. They refer to it as biologically correct detailing. And you know, when they say biologically correct, it makes me wonder, what are they referring to? And on closer examination, I noted, indeed, they are biologically correct. Now, I know there are kids watching, so I will be cautious in my words. But indeed, there is, let's just say, the export hole on the bottom. You know, that is biologically correct. That is anatomically correct. And I imagine that that little extra detail catches the bass' attention and brings them on home. That makes them bite, you know, all the more aggressively, I would imagine. That little detail there. So, there you have it. The Lunkerhunt Bento baits. Little drop shot. Little drop shot bait. Let's get that back in the bag. And that's going for $8.29. I'm really losing my place here, Tyler. Tyler, come back up, bud. There you go. All right, the last item is the VMC Weedless Neko hooks. These are 2-aught. This is a 5-pack. Let me open one up. These things are very intriguing to me. They are expressly made for this purpose. And let's see. It's a long shank wide gap. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and take the whole thing out. You can just see it there. Long shank wide gap, 3-degree offset hook. So when you look at the hook in this way, straight on, sort of like this picture indicates, that hook has got a bit of a 3-degree bend in it there. It's what they refer to as the offset. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Don't feel bad if you can't. It's got double fluoro weed keeper or weed guard and resin sealed eyelet. So if you look close, you can see, in fact, there is they are sealed, and that's supposed to promote the length of life for the hook as well as minimize fraying of your line. So one last important point is this is Ike approved. Mr. Iconelli himself has approved these, and that surely carries the day. So there you have it, the VMC Weedless Neko hooks, going for $4.99. That's everything that's in the box. So with that, we're going to turn our attention to the value analysis, and like always, I will bring you along. I'm going to put this up on the screen for you, and I've got it printed out here so that I can follow along. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 baits in the box. Now, I didn't assign any value to the jerky. That was given a 0 value, but there were seven baits in the box, totaling $41.87. The cost of the box was $28.95. So the value added in this box, $12.92. That is a return on investment, theoretically, of 44.6%. 44.6% is respectable. That's very strong. So for March 2021, the Secret Bait Box Premier Edition provided a 44.6% return. Now, we get to my question. Some of you may have noticed last month when you went to Outlet Bait and Tackle's website to try to order the box, you couldn't do it. It's now been several weeks. I have gone back myself in an attempt to re-up my 3-month subscription, and I don't believe they are any longer offering the Secret Bait Box. It's been now several weeks where you cannot order it on their website. All the links are dead. And I am going to go out on a limb and say they've discontinued their Secret Bait Box. Now, they have their, they still have their store with all the different tackle that they sell, but I think they've discontinued it. Does anybody out there know? I will tell you that Outlet Bait and Tackle, if you have discontinued it, that's fine, but you probably should alert those of us who are subscribers, because I don't like finding out quite this way. If you guys sent out an email and I missed it, I apologize, but honestly, you should have alerted through some form of a notification if you're going to discontinue the box. Now, I got everything I paid for. I don't want you to get the wrong idea that they, they shorted me. What I'm saying to you is it appears to me that they have fulfilled their subscription obligation to me, and I can't reorder it at this point. So I did send them an email to inquire. I don't know if my subscription is going to auto-renew and I'll still keep getting a box, but at this point I think I'd be surprised at that. But again, if any of you guys know anything, let me know in the comments down below. What's going on? Can we get an answer to this question? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Tyler is ready to go back to his cage. And we're about to have some dinner. I have a new grandbaby that's coming over for a visit, so, you know, got to get going. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining me. And with that, until we meet again, take care.